I seen a lady post and say she's so glad that she did not wait for her then fiance to give her the life that she always wanted. She said that she was with a partner who said, I'm gonna work hard and like so you can quit your job, work on like your content, do that full time, all the things. I'm going to take care of you. And she said she's so glad that she didn't wait for that to happen. Obviously, I'm guessing it didn't happen. And being that he is now her ex, I'm sure they're not together anymore. But it made me think about my situation. I've never really been the person to want to be like kept a housewife. I don't think I've ever really wanted to be that because I know like that's a lot to take on being a housewife, doing all the things in the house, being there for everyone in the house at the drop of a dime, really. And you're not able to go to work and fulfill any dreams of your own. It seems, outside looking in, that's how it seems. You are not able to fulfill any dreams of your own. You can't really do anything like to elevate yourself, to build for yourself. It is ultimately like what you can help your family in the house build to, get to the next state in life, the next plateau of things or whatever. But you're really just like putting yourself on the back burner to take care of everyone else. And I felt like that was like really a good topic. Being a mom, you know, you feel like those things, you do those things, you put yourself on the back burner. You don't really focus on your health or things that you have going on, your hobbies, your interests. It's ultimately like the kids, what they're interested in, getting them to their hobbies, and you learn more about the family than you do yourself, really, because they become like the whole the whole base in your head. Like everything that you think about is to better them or what they like or the things that they need. Not really much so like what do you like or the things that you need. And I went to a women's ministry event this past weekend, and we had to go around the room and introduce ourselves, say something about ourselves that we like to do, or something, a fun fact about ourselves, things like that. And everyone had a fun fact. They like to do this, they like going to brunch, or they like to be a part of church, or all the things. They have kids. And when it came down to coming to me and asking that question, of course, I have 3 kids. I'm a mom. I work. Other than that, I don't know. And I didn't want to be so cliche and say that because, like, everybody knows that about me. It's not something that no one doesn't know about me. They know I have 3 kids. I'm pretty sure they know I work. I didn't mention I like to garden. I do that sometimes too. So I guess that would be like one of the hobbies. But I didn't list it. I didn't say it. I said, I don't know. Like I honestly told her, I don't know. I don't know about myself at my 34 years of age. I don't know what I like. I don't know what I'm interested in. I don't know like what it is that I do other than being a mom. I do that well. I, you know, and so that kind of like brought that to the forefront of my brain, like, girl, you don't know anything about you. And it kind of made me sad because it's like, why don't I know anything about me? Why do I not do things that get get me fulfilled? I mean, like I said, I'm a mom. That is fulfilling in itself, but outside of that, what is it that I like to do that fulfills me in that way? And I can't tell you, I don't know. So, when she said, don't have a man create the life for you, it kind of hit because it's like, not saying that Phil is creating a life for me because I work, I have my own money, own things. Like, I'm not dependent on no one. But the kids, don't let the kids build that life for you either. Like, they take up a lot of your time with activities and school and things and birthdays and activities, and okay, cool. But you have to make time for yourself and see exactly what it is that you like to do. So don't build your life around your husband, your partner, your kids, because once they're gone, it's just going to be you and yourself and yourself as the company. So you don't want to be in a situation where your kids are grown, they have their own families, they're not calling as much, or they're not around as much. You don't have them to make these big meals for every night. They have their own families. I don't want to be in a situation where that is the case and I don't know how to be alone, be by myself. And I've honestly, I really don't feel like that would like be the thing with me. I like to have my peace, my quiet. I think because I had kids so early on in my early 20s, and I've just been doing this since with no real time away from them. Like, I probably wouldn't even feel that way, but who's to know in the future I may feel a way about my family being in their families, and then I don't have like that sense of, but I'm a mom, you know? So I think it's important to find myself in this day and age. I think it's important to find myself now. So when I get to that age and they're out of the nest, they're creating their own nests and families, I don't feel left behind or bored or feeling alone in a sense, because nobody's around. Like right now, everybody's around. It's no real like peace and quiet or time to think about, just what I would like to do because everybody's around. But right now, everybody is at camp, or when they're at school, they're at school. But like, there's no free time to do those things. Like, you literally have to carve out that time. And that looks like when they're at practice, I go for my walks. Any other day, I'm sitting at this desk like I am today working. I don't really have the time to go for my walks, or to do any hobbies or find any hobbies. It's always just work, parenting, and yeah, like trying to find that balance, that work life balance is tricky, but you have to like really carve that out and do it now because, like I said, when they get older, they may not be around as much as they are now. So you want to have these things in place so that you're not sitting around getting stiff, bored, watching TV, letting the days go by, you're not doing anything. Like, I want my life to be filled with so much to do. Like right now, it's so much to do with the working and parenting and getting them straight and cooking dinner and practices and all the things. But I want to still have that sense of I got stuff to do even in retirement. I don't want to be just sitting around not doing nothing, because that's how you get stiff, that's how you get lazy, that's how you get bored with life, and that probably makes your lifespan dwindle down a little bit more. I don't know, that's just a theory, but I want to be busy, even if that's with my grandkids or if that's just like with hobbies that I end up finding on the way to retirement. I just want to do it all. I want to have fun. I want to just, I want to start building that life now. So to go back to what the young lady was saying, she's so glad that she didn't, she she's so glad that she didn't wait for her husband to give her the life that she wanted. I am the same way. I do not want to wait for someone to give me the life that I want and deserve. So I'm doing that now. I'm building that now. Whether that looks like working on my body, making sure that I'm physically fit and in good standings with my health. So when I get older, I'm not hurt and in pain and stiff. Or my retirements, that looks like working and contributing to my retirement so that I don't have to worry about not having no money at an older age. I want to be that grandma that you call, and I probably will be, because like I said, my mom is definitely that grandma that you call. I want to have it. I want to have it. So if you need something, you call grandma, because grandma is going to have it. I'm going to give it for you. I want to be that grandma. I want to be the grandma that you call when you want to go to yard sales on a Saturday morning and just hang out and go thrifting. That's what I did when I was younger. My grandmother on my dad's side used to come get us on the weekends, Saturday mornings, and we would just ride out and go to a bunch of different yard sales. And yeah, that's just the life that I want for myself. And right now, that looks like contributing to my 401k, building up my retirement, my Roth IRA, making sure that I'm funding that so I won't be penny pinching and rubbing nickels together at an older age saying I ain't got it. I don't want to be that grandma. But for right now, it's the little seeds that we plant to live a better life in the future. And I think I'm on that path. I think right now I do need to like focus on my health more. You know, I go for my walks. That's good, but I could probably do more. And then finding hobbies for myself outside of the kids. But like I said, with their extracurricular activities, it's really hard to even find that time. Working full time, it's hard. It's hard. But I just don't want to forget about that, you know? I don't want to forget that. And then in the future, I'm just bored watching TV. I, I don't think I want to live that life. I will probably be out at the mall somewhere. If not shopping, because I don't really shop that much, I'm definitely going to be walking the mall, getting my cardio, sightseeing and people watching, seeing what's in style at whatever age I'll just happen to be. And yeah, that's the life that I aspire to have. And of course, growing old, riding around on a Tuesday afternoon. No, on a Tuesday morning, like the the old heads do. They just be riding around like they don't have nowhere to go, and everybody's rushing to work. I wanna ride passenger princess with Phil, and we just go to the mall and just go sightsee and go get our walk in. That's rich to me, and I really look forward to that, like slow paced living. But again, like I said, I will probably be doing that. If it's not with him, I'm definitely doing it with myself. Like I said, I don't get lonely too much. I'm only child. I grew up pretty much watching myself. My mom, like I said, was working 3 to 11. I pretty much watched myself. And I like my alone time. But again, ladies, don't be so dependent on these people. Your fiance, your partner, your children, you know, your family. It's good to have community. It's good to be around people. But when you start to depend on people, that's where you lose yourself. And you have to depend on yourself. You got to get it on your own. You can't be waiting for people to give it to you. And that's just pretty much all I got to say on that. I make videos like this from time to time. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you like content like this, I come around every so often with a video. I hope to see y'all in the comments. Let's chat. What do you think? Do you feel like you can depend on people, or do you feel like you need to be dependent on yourself? Getting what you need to get for you. You feel me? Let's chat. I hope y'all have a good one. Bye.